Good afternoon, everybody. I had a tricky time getting this going. I'm hoping that I'm just going to see if that light helps at all. Maybe with the brightness of it. But then I'm afraid, let's just turn that off. I'm not liking that. I don't think it makes a difference, and I don't know how much it'll drain the battery, that bright light. So what I'm doing today is I actually made this video once and I reconfigured my phone, but you didn't see anything I worked on. Well, at the top of it. So I decided to redo it. Unfortunately, since I did it, Friday was crazy. I had to get out and get shopping done and every store was busy. We have a long weekend here in Quebec. It's a big holiday weekend here. So I'm just putting my hand here, guys, to make sure my workspace to make sure, because, you know, if I could do this, it would be better. But the moment I do that with my phone, it slides up. And so then I lose the front end of my desk. So, I mean, normally it takes me an hour, hour and a half tops to get all my shopping done. 3 hours later, lineups everywhere. So, and then I got home, grabbed something to eat at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, did some cleaning, because I have friends were coming over on Saturday for a barbecue, and then I had to go help and babysit 3 beautiful children, and that was my Friday night. I got home 10 o'clock on Friday, so I did a bit more cleaning, but then I was wiped, taking care of 3 kids under the age of 7. Whew, it's a lot of work. And then Saturday, my friends came over, so I got up in the morning, finished the cleaning, started some of the cooking and things like that, and the preparations, and then they came over at about 2:30 in the afternoon and left last night around, I think it was between 9 and 9:30. I know they were trying to get out earlier, but my girlfriends and me will say, okay, they'll say, we're leaving now, and then we all start talking again. And I got to meet my bestie's little girl for the first time, and she's adorable. And so it was a wonderful day, but by the time it was all done, and I put Jacob to sleep and cleaned up. I didn't do much of the dishes. I've left them for today. I'm going to put my glasses over here because they've been hurting my ears today. And I just kind of tidied it. So, and I've been periodically going upstairs and washing some of the dishes. But it was a wonderful afternoon. Wonderful, wonderful. But I was too tired to do anything last night but sit on my couch. And even today I keep yawning because I'm just feeling bleh. So, but I want to redo this video. What it is I have an Artymaze cluster kit. It is an amazing kit. It is, right now I have it all cut up. So you get like, it's pages and pages of amazing pieces to use in your clusters. There's a few of these. I printed these out twice so that I would have more of them. And I printed them out on photocopy paper and cardstock. So I did both. There's butterflies with it. There's birds and there's flowers. There's these little pictures of butterflies, little pictures of birds, and tons of pictures, different flower pictures. There's frames, there's labels. I'm just going to move this over, and I haven't even cut all the butterflies out yet. I left my fussy cut scissors in Guelph. And my sister ran out today to mail them to me because I'm lost without my fussy cut scissors. So then you get pages with some words. Those are more the labels. She did a page with washi tape, and I put it on not cellophane. Oh, I can't even think of the name of it right now. It'll come to me. Then she did these background pages, and I did one on cardstock, one on regular paper. See, more butterflies. And I did the same thing with this background page. I did one on cardstock and one on soft paper. And then I printed extra of the labels, and there's the extra of the paper as background papers as well. So you get a lot in this cluster kit. So I thought I'd use the kit today, and this again is Artymaze. And if you type in Artymaze on Etsy, it will come up. I will link the kit below. And so, why am I yawning? I haven't yawned. It's terrible. I had done a couple up front to show you, but then I did some on video, which then I decided wasn't good enough. So here, I'll just show you the couple I did from the cluster kit already. And they're large, and so there's a few of them that I've done already. And so these are ready to be used in many different, and then I did a few smaller ones. And, you know, there's different ways. This isn't even a complete journal. It's just some pages I found on my desk that I randomly put together. So these can be used in different ways. If you wanted to do a small tuck, you could do, I wish I had a tag or something here. You could do a small tuck with it. It could be strictly for decoration. It could go on top of, like sometimes I do a lot of this, like I can add more, and I could layer this some more, like maybe a vintage, I don't think I have anything here, a vintage music page under, and it could be a full, or it could become a tuck spot. Even with by me putting some music paper under, maybe a little wider, it could also be a pocket with the cluster on it. So there's different ways. Again, you can grab a tag. This one's a little small. Well, no, it's not, but you can put it onto a tag if you want very easily. So there's different ways you can use these. And like I like different sizes, again, because sometimes I like to put a little something in the corner. Let me see. I gotta move that up a little bit. So you can just put it in the corner if you want it to. You could put it up in the top if you want it. Could go in the middle like this. So there's different ways you can use these. You could even put this one off to the side if you wanted to. And if you only glue the bottom off, it could be, if you just want, say this, you want this as a writing page, but you just wanted to add a little something, you could do that and throw a little tag in it, and have a little, you know, it's all up to you. You could do things like that with it. Because even, for instance, if you did a little tag, if you wanted to add something, you could throw a little tag in there, and even take just one of the plain ones as well and build, and look how cute that would be. And it also still looks like a cluster, but these are removable and it can be written. So, I mean, there's different ways you can use different things. Again, any of these could be used. Well, that one's a little like this. Here I go yawning again. This one is actually beautiful on this. It goes really well. So it might end up on there. You never know. And even if I wanted to, I could put a piece of tulle behind this. And then I could cluster more, right? I could add something like this here. Or maybe some, because I've got circle. You could, if you had, I don't even know if I have any of the number ones, it's not fully cut out, but you could take maybe one of the number ones and add it into the back, or, you know, you could do whatever you want it to that. You could, if you had a small flower, which I don't have here, you could put a small flower on the corner. Wish I had a little flower, but I don't, you know, so you could add, or you could put, add some beading, what I mean by beading, it's not really beading, sorry. You could pull out something like this, and just put something like that on the corner. I don't have a lot of different colors on this one. That was handy. But if you wanted to add some more color to it, you could just easily, oh, now it's going to be stuck there, you know, just do something, add a little more something to that. Depends on how you want to go with it. So you can do different things with it. You know, you could even cluster it more if you wanted to add a little fabric cluster in there to change up the textures. So there's a lot of different things you can still do with these. So tags are just one of the many ways. And even these little ones Of course, that's still a little too small, but even the little ones could go on a thing. But the great thing about this, for instance, if it's a simple cluster like this, we'll just move that one to the side now, and put her up there. And oh, I wanted to show you one other. Again, let's just go to another page. This could become a pocket as well. You put your 3 sides, and you can start putting your stuff in the pocket, right? So if there's, so there's different ways you can use that. Oh, that goes here, that goes up here. And even to the little ones I did, for instance, where's my little box? It's here. But I don't know if I've got any lace ones in here. If you wanted to add more to it, like I always keep pre-made, not so much that. I'll show you the others. I'll cover it. But you could add it to another cluster and really cluster it up if you want to. That's easily done. Again, here's another cluster I did. I could add it into that cluster, take it a step further. So you can take other things you might have. Where's the other little one I did? Again, so, something simple like that. You can add those two as well if you wanted to really layer up your cluster. Just seeing if I have a fabric one in here, lace and cluster, but I don't. I don't think I have to reach very far for some. I finally put them all away, and now I'm going to pull them all out again. But I don't know where my basket is of my pre-made. I've lost my basket of all my pre-made fabric clusters. I have misplaced it. But how could I? I put everything away yesterday. Uh-oh. Unless I just got so much stuff piled on one of them. Huh. Okay, so I can't show you because somewhere in my head I have misplaced it. Just digging in one of them to see, but I don't. Okay, it is probably in the most simplest place right now, but I'm just not seeing it because I'm looking for it. But it normally sits in the same place all the time. So that's why it's got me a little puzzled of where it got put. But I was moving so much around the other day. But you could basically take some different laces and tulle. Let's just grab these two pieces I have, and I could put a piece of material under that. Let's just pretend that let's pretend this piece is brown material, right? So you could easily add it in with some fabric and lace and that and build it further. But what I was doing today with these is just showing you what you can create from just the kit. And then you can take your other items you may have in your stash and add to it. So let's start here. Oh no, as always, I had a piece laid out, start it, and I moved it about and misplaced it. But that is typical me. But it can't be that far away. Can't be that far away. I'll put those up there. And this isn't even expensive. I want to say it's about, I want to say it's $4 something. So for all you get for it, it is good money. Isn't that weird? It was sitting on top of here because it was the one I was going to work on next. And maybe I put it in my already clusters. Nope. Okay. Oh, yep, I did. There we go. See that? Okay. So this piece was in one of these backgrounds. I don't know which one. And I just cut it out and used it because I liked the two different types. and I took the pretty paper and I was trying to see if I wanted to put that on there. I don't think I want to go that way. Again, if it makes a good side tuck, but sometimes you need to go. I have a habit of making everything one way, so then it doesn't fit on all pages, right? Like this one's a good one because it could fit on either side. But when if you're going to, like for instance, this one, it doesn't look as nice off to. Let me just show you a page. Let's just open this up to a full page. So what I mean is, and now this is upside down, don't mind it. Here it doesn't look as nice as it does on an edge this way. So when you're layering and you're going out, remember that if you're doing it. So like in this one, since I went this way, I should go the opposite way. Then I can use it on another paper. This is a little piece of the washi tape I cut out. So, and I'm going to make a larger one. Again, I could do this more pocket form, but I don't like it that way. So I want to go this way with it. And I'm just going to layer it up here and go from there and see what I like. So I don't really want a lot of writing because I've got writing, so maybe just seeing what I've got here that I might use. And then again, I don't want, I have this thing, I want some of the paper to show, right? So I might try that one. And I usually, before I glue, sometimes I lay things out just to see how it's going to look. I think I'm going to go with the color maybe on the end. We'll see. To pull some of the pattern that way. And then we could go with flower on there. What other flowers do we have? Now there's not a lot of flowers in the kit, but most of us have other flowers. I know I do, but what I'm trying to do right now is just use what's in the kit. And you could copy these more than one time. I don't want, even though there's a touch of blue, I don't think I want to use the blue. Then there's this pink one. And you can layer it, put as many things on it as you want. And there you go. And I think that's what I'm trying not to overthink my clusters. So I think I'm going with this, but I almost don't like, I almost think I want a bright flower on that. And I have a tendency always to choose pink. Now, do I want to go with the blue or do I want to pull out? I don't think I want a yellow butterfly because it's too much. I might throw the blue in there and just have some. So now what I'm going to do is, because I know that's the pieces I'm going with, I'm just going to, first I'm going to take this and just glue it to the edge. And I'll just fold that over. Doesn't really matter. And then I'm going to glue some of this down. And if you wanted to, you could go sideways. I just wanted to show more of that paper off. And that was my reason. Why didn't that glue? There. All right, so, and then because I didn't really, there we go. I want to take and just, I think I already did this, but I feel like I see white. And I don't even have my glasses for up close and I'm seeing white. Now you have to remember, if you're putting on the edge and you want it to attach to the edge, say instance here, you have to think about that, right? Because if I go that far over, that's going to stick way out. So you have to think about that too, if it's going to be that. I mean, you could put it like this if you wanted to, because you could put this in the middle and just glue the sides down and put a skinny tag down behind and create a belly band if you wanted to. But we're not doing belly bands today. I'm going to do another, I want to do a part 2 to this with how to make belly bands. Right now we're just doing different clusters. Let's move that. So when I glue this, I have to think about how it's going, how I think in my head will use it in a page without overthinking too much, if that makes sense. Sorry, I think I'm working down again. Let me slide those. Okay. And I think I want a number. I think I want to throw some orange in here. No, I think, yeah. I sometimes get scared of using too many colors. And then I watch Shabby Duda, and she loves color. And oh, they're so beautiful. And I have to start thinking outside of my box all the time. Like that. And then we're going to bring in, I'll put the flower on. I could have done a word there, but I've done so many words, so I didn't worry about it this time. But I mean, you could, if you like a lot of things on your clusters, go ahead and add a word to it. That doesn't hurt. And I realized I did not cut out part of this because I don't have my fussy scissors. I can't wait to have them back. My sister mailed them today. I can't wait. Probably maybe Friday if I'm lucky. But because we have this weekend in Quebec, that's a big holiday. And then next week is Canada's big holiday. It's July 1st, which is our Canada Day, like your 4th of July. And so, and then my blue butterfly. And again, if you wanted to, in between this, if you wanted to put some lace or something on it, you can. I just find with all the words, sometimes I don't do the lace as much. In this case, there we go. Done. There we go. I have this piece cut out because I liked the color of it. Some of the white is still showing. Bigger scissors are easy for that than those ones. This was a really bad cutting. But I think some of it I did online when I was hurrying. There we go. How will we do this one? This one we could take. Thinking I didn't cut that very straight if you decided to use it for a pocket. And I definitely want to ink that because it blends so much. A little less paper on this side. Same here. I think I want a little more square. Why is that looking so funny? There. Because I get like a feeling like I gotta make sure everything is super straight. Again, I'm going to ink the edges a little here. That might also help how I'm looking at it. So again, I kind of do my layering. Do we want to add? I don't think I want pink. I don't think I want pink. And I think the blue would be too blue. And how about the green? Green is nice. Green is nice. Green is nice. Now, What I'm doing is I'm cutting out the bingo top, like it's supposed to be like the top of the bingo. I don't think I put the whole bingo, but I just figured I'd cut it all out. But what I'm thinking is I'm going to take the bingo off. And I just want a few of the numbers. Or maybe I don't. Like I said, I play around with it till I find what I like. Now would a bird be too big on that? Yeah. And back into butterflies I go. I think I'm going to put that butterfly in the middle. Or is he too big? What other colors do we have here? Again, if I'm only using the kit, but you might have other butterfly colors that might work. And nothing says you can't mix digitals. I just wanted to show what this digital can do. Now maybe I'll like that. Doing it that way. Okay. I know that I'm putting this. I'm going to glue this down. So I know I'm gluing this. Now, two things. If I decided to use this for a pocket, this is thin paper, so I might glue some book pages on it once I decide which way I'm going to go with. If it's going to become a pocket. Just especially the top part, because when you're putting things in, you might want it just a little more sturdier. So sometimes that's just what I do. I want the green. I just want to edge that up. It's a quiet house today. It's only me and Andre. Jacob has gone to spend the day at his mother's place. Andre and her, they're not married, but they lived together for many years, of course, and they've kind of separated, but they're still seeing where to go. I think it was type thing, and so, but she spends a lot of time here too. It's very fortunate we're all friends, but she has a friend coming down from Saguenay, and she wants to spend time with him, her friend, and her son. So it's a quiet house, and he's sleeping over there, and so it's a good way for me to get a lot done since I cleaned for 3 days. My place is nice and tidy. Just got some more dishes to do upstairs. I'll cook a little food for us later. I have leftover hamburgers from the barbecue yesterday. I made a new salad, but I didn't like it. But I'm not a big Caesar person, but it was a Caesar salad with macaroni salad. So you boil your macaroni, throw in your Caesar, like your romaine, and then you put your bacon bits in it, and you put your Caesar dressing. I didn't like it, but I don't like Caesar salad. I don't know why I would think I would like it. I just thought, but I did a lot of macaroni, but I didn't put all the stuff in it. I made extra macaroni, and so I'll throw a little macaroni salad together for myself with some mayonnaise and my way I make it, with a little paprika and some pickle juice and salt and pepper, and then I'm not a hamburger with a bun and everything, but I like the hamburger meat. I might just have the patty with some tomato and lettuce on it. It comes from years of doing low carbs. I got used to not eating the hamburger bun. And I'll just and then I put avocado and peppers in my macaroni salad and then bacon bits. Homemade, I fried bacon for it. Okay, so this is where we were at. And I'm pretty sure I'm going with this butterfly in here. And you'll notice with all my butterflies, I cut off the little attendas because I hate seeing all the white for them, and you can't always get it really fussy cut really well. So I cut them off and draw them on. That's just something I prefer. Everybody has their own little niche. My friend was correcting me the other day because I kept using the word wrong. But we all have our way, things that we like. And sometimes we also learn new ways. I always back my tags, and somebody asked me about it. I don't leave them like this. I cover them, or even a white tag or a pink tag. I always cover the back. I just like the look of it. And when I did a live in Junk Journal Craft and Chat, she came in the live and I showed her the difference, and she was like, "Oh, yeah, it does." Just for me, it's that one step further I like. Now, I can go further with this in layering still, because I could put, again, if I'm just going to cut out, whoops. I think, not anything against Artymaze, she has a wonderful cluster kit, but I think I'm going to try to design my own cluster kit, one using a lot of pinks and one with purples and maybe like more color, or maybe I'll do a mix of colors. But I think I'm going to try making my own cluster kit, but I won't sell it like a digital. I will cut it up and have it different. So it kind of gave me an idea of something I want to put together for my store, because it's really amazing. And I've never bought a cluster kit before, and I really do like this. I really do. And then you can just add your word wherever you would like. And I'm going to put it towards the top here. I wanted it really along the top there. Treasure. There we go. And there we go. So again, this is a great way of adding a pocket. It can go on a plain page. It can go on a page. Type thing. So it can be just a pocket. You could put it even in the middle if you wanted to, and treat it, but I really like it. That's why I made it this way more, so that it can become a pocket. So there's another one done. I'm just going to check how much time we have. I forgot to set a timer. Where's my glasses so I can see where we're at? We're already at 35 minutes, if you can imagine. The time goes so quickly. So quickly. Let's see if we can get another one created. I've got a few big ones. Let's try maybe another smaller one. I really like this one. And it looks like I could pull out some blues in this. But then I'm just thinking, I really like this blue flower. So I might go with, or do I want to put it on? No, I like this. So I just need something a bit bigger to go with. Now I'm not going to make a small one because I really think, I'm thinking I would like it with, what I'm thinking, I'm going to try one of two things. Well, maybe only one thing. Now, if you want, you could pre-cut this up. I didn't, because I figured I might change my mind. I might want two things together or whatever. So I just, as I do it. And like, for instance, where there's these two circles, you could even fussy cut out the circles and use them separately if you wanted to. Like this, that orange circle might have been really nice on this, right? So just all depends on how you want to use it. And like, again, like I said earlier, you could add more to these clusters when you go to do it. If you decide you're not going to use that one as a pocket, you could then, or you could make it a larger pocket. So you could add more to them with other papers you have. Right now, I like that with it because it really brings out more of the coloring in it. So, you know, you can do things like that as well. I'm just right now just showing the possibilities with the kit, and then you can pull from your own stash and build it further if you like. Gotta make sure I have this. Sometimes these numbers, like that, but I think I pulled that out a little more. There we go. Now, if I had my fussy cut scissors, there might not be as much white on this, but this one is a little harder to do. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll just edge all those edges up. And sometimes I'll go over more of the white, especially if I'm using a lot of brown background, and try to get some of that white to be not as white, if you understand what I mean. Make it more to look like a little older, a little more vintage. Again, it's just a preference. It's not something you have to do. It's just what I like. So I think I'm going to end up putting, and I'm not going very far with this one. I'm showing you how simple some of the layers can be if you want. I'm going to put some glue on this. Oops. I better order another glue stick. Pop into Walmart this week. And I think that's my last one. I wanted this more out. Did I put it the right way? Yep. Okay. And I'm going to put my flour on. Throw those scraps in the garbage. I took a few days and I was cleaning up paper. I got a new little bin. And I'm trying to reorganize things. Trying to get my things that I've mass made closer and more handy. Because sometimes I have a habit of not looking at my mass making stuff. Or stuff I've made ahead of and pulling out from there, just starting when I'm doing journals. And I've got to figure out my time. Like, I think business-wise, I'm going to spend so much when I make bundles to sell in my business, but I need some time to work on journals too. So I need to kind of start scheduling that. And I have a couple of things I want to try and do. I'm thinking of doing what's called a cluster journal, where you only use clusters to embellish with the journal. Even on your, like if you're using a tag, your tag would have a cluster on it, or, you know, it's just an idea I have. It's kind of something I saw somebody do, and I wished I could remember the creator so I could go back and watch it. Because some days I just watch after watch after watch, and I forget to write down something that caught my attention. And I think all I'm doing to this, I'm wondering if I put a number in there. I'm not sure if I need a number in here. Oh, those are too big. And I need glasses. My glasses I need to clean. And I gotta try to find an eye doctor this week and get my eyes tested. Or I need to buy, a friend told me, because I say sometimes I'm on the computer so much, my eyes really hurt by the end of the day. And there's some kind of like a ray glass you can buy that helps from the light of the computer. So I think before I might go do both. I might order a pair of those. I think I can get them on Temu. I seen them when I was looking for reading glasses. And also make an appointment and check my eyes in general, because if I'm straining my eyes, I need to make sure, eyes change as we get older. I didn't need reading glasses till this past year. Think that might end up there because I kind of like it. But I almost don't know if I want a word, because I think I really like the writing on this. So I think it's where the number is more or less is where I'm going to play, whether I want a word or if I want to go. And again, this can be added more to if you just change your mind. It's a nice thing about clusters. You can, sometimes I make them more simple. That way I can add to them easier than I can take away. Because I think here, because it's everything's at the bottom, right? And I don't, well, maybe up here, no. So I'm trying to think. That or that. I actually like that. So let me go ahead and ink some of this around. Because I haven't worked on journals in a while. I've been making a lot of ephemera. What I need to do is put all my ephemera on a table, pull out my journals, and use some of it, maybe do a video on that. Just what ephemera I have worked and what journals I've got started. And I know for my junk journal craft and chat, I had shown them, well, I showed the baby one, but I want to do a larger one. Showing them how I put this together, and then I'll do different lives with it, and we will build the ephemera and have them kind of like a craft along or different things like that, or challenges mixed in with it. I'm doing a layout of it right now. I just threw paper everywhere. That happens. So that's exactly how I'm leaving that one. Now this might bend a little, so you could always take it off, which I think I will because I don't really like it sticking up like that. There we go. It's nice and simple, easy to do, not a lot of layers. Again, you can add music paper to the background, you could add more to it, you could throw some more colored paper into it. You might have your own kind of paper you want to put into it, so you could change it up if you wanted to. You could add a butterfly on here if you wanted to. So you can always do more to it. But I wanted to show you can do very simple ones as well. They don't have to be really, really elaborate all the time. So like, and I might even take, look at, now we've got some really good, this will make all of these, because of the color theme, this in itself, I'm probably going to save as a project and make a cluster journal with these. I mean, this kit is amazing because the colors she put together are very neutral, but brightness to it at the same time. So it's a really great kit. Let's see what else we can do here. I really like that. Let's see if the frame is... like that. I do like the word in there. But we're not, don't know for sure that's where we're gonna. And again, if I'm using this as a tuck spot, I might back that with some paper, and I can decide that later because I'll just cut around it, right? It's no biggie. No biggie for me. And even when you're putting the journal together, you might find you need that little more, or you might need a pocket, or, you know, you never know exactly. Oh, I got hiccups now. I made myself a lunch and it wasn't the best lunch. I didn't enjoy it. I don't know why, but I ate because I had to. I'm going to go ahead and put this on because I really like it like that. So I'm not, I know this is where I'm going with this. So I'm leaving it like that. And I just wish there was another darker piece, but then I'm thinking, do I want to go so much? I've got a couple things going through my head I'm going to try. But then I don't think I need to use the whole thing. I'm just thinking if I wanted to add a little more something there. If this was wider, it would look really nice. If I had a wider piece, but I might add that in there, but I might go this way just to add a difference. So, but I think I had another, oh no, I didn't. I thought I had a smaller piece I had already cut out, but I don't see it here, so maybe I didn't. So I'm kind of, but I'm thinking I might put it along that a little bit. So that is a thought. And I'll leave it like this. I got to move it back up. Sorry, guys. That's why I wished I could get my camera here, because it's just how I work closer to the edge of my desk. It's not staying, it could change. And I'm going to look at what I have left in those pieces. I'll go with this. It's funny, I almost wished I had a really big piece. You know what's funny? I really really want. I'm going to, guys, like I said, I don't normally do, I wanted to just use that, but there's just something in my head I want to try. But I had a piece of black. Oh yeah, it's here. I really want to do this. I am going to pull in some, just something I want to try. I'm just going to tear this here and then work with the some of it. I know I don't need this, so I'm going to tear it there. Because I am going to, I maybe tore that a little too much. What I'm thinking is it would be, but I don't think I want it. I want it more fat. I think I still want this to hang over. I got an idea flowing through my brain. Sorry, guys. I just do. Where did I put it? Here I put it. Because what I'm thinking, guys, I think I'm going to pull this up. I'm thinking this would make a good front of a journal topper. And I'm going to put a little color in it because it's the color we are using. But I think I'm going to do, I'm going to pull the color here. I don't have just a big orange butterfly. And here I'm going to start doing that layering thing. And again, I can pull this in if I wanted to here. Or do I want it along here? I won't, I'm tucking it down just so I want to see if that piece I might, I'm singing a Christmas song. I don't know why. It just popped into my head. Okay, what else do I want to put on this? Is this where I want to come in with add in a touch of color somewhere? almost want color, but I don't have anything orangey. And those orange ones I said, they're a little too small. If this was in an orange, it would be perfect. I want a touch of orange in it. So I'm breaking my rules, guys. I'm going to break my rule. It's just if I can find it right now. Easy enough in my basket. I know what I think I want. I think I know. I think I know. I just got to find where they are in my... Two ideas I'm going to try. Now, here, that's what I was looking for. Unfortunately, I think it's more of a red than an orange, but I think it'll still... No, I think it's all too much square. Too much square. Not liking that either. Why am I liking all this squareness? Why am I liking all this squareness? And I don't think I have. I know I have circle of labels, but I don't know where I put them. I had them in one container. Just give me 1 sec. I'm just trying to remember which container, where I put the container. I know what's... You know when you know you put something somewhere, but then you change something, and now I can't remember how I changed it. And I was sure I had them in one of these boxes. All my labels. And I had circular labels. For some reason, maybe this is the one, but I've put some other things in it, so it's... Yep, that's what I did. Let's try the green. The red color. There's an orange color. I'm just pulling out a couple of labels that I can play with and see if they'll work. Okay, let's see. I found it. Just took me a moment. Let's take that red out. Put it in there because I think I just have too much square happening. I think. And the clock didn't work. But I think I put that here because I put... The orange is too orange. So it goes back in there. There's the red, which is kind of nice. And I think the green... I like the red. Okay, so we're going to do that. I'm just going to throw the clock in there. That way I don't lose it. Like that. Okay. I got to check the time, guys. I might not get this one finished online. Oh yeah, it's 56. But you can see where I'm kind of going with this, guys. And then I can pull the timeless in here somewhere. So I'm going to still play with this a little. Right? Or I pull in a nice label up in here on an angle, of course. I might pull out one of the bigger circulars. I just want to thank you for joining me today. I just wish this had, or would it be better for a nice bingo in here. So like I'm going to do more layering to it. I know I need a number of some kind. And the problem is I'm not sure if I like the small numbers. I think, just really quickly, thank you for joining me today as I look for what I'm looking for. I appreciate everyone that joins me every day. Please like and comment the video. It really does help me out. And if there's ever anything you want to see me do or something you think I could work on doing better, as long as it's a positive aspect and not on the negative side, I don't mind, you know, I'm new at this, so every little bit does help me type thing. So, because I'm almost thinking something like that. So that's kind of the idea I'm going with this, guys. I'll finish it up and I'll make sure I show you guys it the next time. And once again, thank you. And I appreciate every one of you. Have a wonderful Sunday afternoon and we will see you again soon. Bye for now. I should have showed you all the pieces we finished. Do we have time? I'll do it really quick. 1, 2, well, not all today, but those are the pieces so far I have built from this cluster. And right now I'm working on one that could be big enough to cover a full page. There we go. Thank you once again. Have a wonderful afternoon.